There's no place that I'd rather be than right here with the rednecks and white socks and blue ribbon beer. The barmaid is mad 'cause some guy made a pass. The jukebox is playing, there stands the glass. The cigarette smoke sort of hangs in the air. White and white socks with blue ribbon beer. No, we don't fit in with that white collar crowd. We're a little too rowdy and a little too loud. But there's no place that I'd rather be than right here with the rednecks and white socks and blue ribbon beer. A cowboy is cussing the pinball machine. A drunk at the bar's getting noisy and mean. Some guy on the phone says I'll be home soon, dear. Rednecks and white socks and blue ribbon beer. No, we don't fit in with that white collar crowd. We're a little too rowdy and a little too loud. But there's no place that I'd rather be than right here with the rednecks and white socks and blue ribbon beer. The semis are passing on the highway outside. The 4:30 crowd is about to arrive. The sun's going down, soon they'll all be here. Rednecks and white socks and blue ribbon beer. Though we don't fit in with that white collar crowd, we're a little too rowdy and a little too loud. But there's no place that I'd rather be than right here with the rednecks and white socks and blue ribbon beer. I love those rednecks, those white socks and blue ribbon beer. Thank you. Well, you said you were wrong to ever leave me alone. Now you're lonesome, you're sorry and scared. And you said you'd be happy if you could just come back home. Here's a quarter, call someone who cares. Call someone who listens and might give a damn. Maybe one of your sordid affairs. Don't you come round here handing me none of your someone who listens and might give a damn. Maybe one of your sordid affairs. Don't you come round here handing me none of your lies. Here's a quarter, call someone who cares. Here's a quarter, call someone who cares. Well, a long time forgotten, our dreams that just fell by the way. And the good life he promised ain't what he's living today. Lord knows she don't understand it, but she does the best that she can. She's a good-hearted woman, loving a good time and man. Well, she's a good-hearted woman in love with a good time and man. And she loves him in spite of his wicked ways she don't understand. Through teardrops and laughter they'll pass through this world hand in hand. This good-hearted woman loving a good time and man. Well, he likes the night light, the bright lights, and his good time and friend. When the party's all over, she'll welcome him back home again. Lord knows he never complains about the bad times, the bad things he's done. She just talks about the good times they've had and all the good times to come. Well, she's a good-hearted woman in love with a good time and man. And she loves him in spite of his wicked ways she don't understand. Through teardrops and laughter they'll pass through this world hand in hand. This good-hearted woman loving a good time and man. Yes, she's a good-hearted woman. She loves a good time and man. Thank you. The warden led a prisoner down the hallway to his zoo. I stood up to say goodbye like all the rest. Then I heard him tell the warden just before he reached my cell, let my guitar playing friend do my request. sing me back home the songs I used to hear. Take my old memories come alive. Take me away, turn back the years. Sing me back home before I die. Won't you sing me back home before I die? Thank you. Dim lights, thick smoke, and loud, loud music. It's the only kind of life you'll ever understand. Dim lights, thick smoke, and loud, loud music. You'll never make a wife to an old loving man. Drinking and dancing to a honky-tonk band. It's the only kind of life you'll ever understand. Go on, have your fun. You think you played it smart, but I'm sorry for you and your honky-tonk heart. Dim lights, thick smoke, and loud, loud music. It's the only kind of life you'll ever understand. Dim lights, thick smoke, and loud, loud music. You'll never make a wife to an old loving man. A home and little children mean nothing to you. A house filled with love and a husband that's true. You'd rather have a drink with the first one you meet. The only home you know is a bar down the street. Dim lights, thick smoke, and loud, loud music. It's the only kind of life you'll ever understand. Dim lights, thick smoke, and loud, loud music. You'll never make a wife to an old loving man. Dim lights, thick smoke, and loud, loud music. It's the only kind of life you'll ever understand. Dim lights, thick smoke, and loud, loud music. You'll never make a wife to an old loving man. You'll never make a wife to an old loving man. How is it a woman can come on so wild and free, yet insist I don't watch her undress or watch her watch me? She'll stand by the bed and shivers if she were cold, just to lie down beside me and touch me as if I were gold. One night of love don't make up for 6 nights alone. I'd rather have one than one, 'cause I'm flesh and bone. Sometimes it seems she ain't worth the trouble at all. She could be worth the world if somehow touch her at all. Right or wrong, a woman can own any man. She can take it inside her and hold the soul in her hand, leaving him as weary and weak as a newborn child, fighting to get his first breath and open his eyes. One night of love don't make up for 6 nights alone. I'd rather have one than none, Lord, 'cause I'm flesh and bone. Sometimes it seems she ain't worth the trouble at all. She could be worth the world if somehow touch her at all. One night of love don't make up for 6 nights alone. I'd rather have one than none, Lord, 'cause I'm flesh and bone. Sometimes it seems she ain't worth the trouble at all. She could be worth the world if somehow could touch her at all. She could be worth the world if somehow could touch her at all. Thank you. Small but enthusiastic crowd. Put it in the overhead. They argue every time, but I've done it for 9 years. I've got some friends down in Houston who know me quite well. They'll be happy, I know, to put me up for a spell. I can hang out or hide out, whichever I choose. They won't questions about why I got the blues. I've got a Houston solution in mind. All it takes is a call on the telephone line. I can leave all these problems in Nashville behind. I've got a Houston solution in mind. Well, my daddy once told me you can't run away. Your problems will follow. They'll find you someday. Well, there's no use to argue, 'cause he's probably right. I ran out of options. I'm leaving tonight. I've got a Houston solution in mind. All it takes is a call on the telephone line. I can leave all these problems in Nashville behind. I've got a Houston solution in mind. I've got a Houston solution in mind. All it takes is a call on the telephone line. I can leave all these problems in Nashville behind. I've got a Houston solution in mind. I've got a Houston solution in mind. Thank you. This is going to be our last song. Don't be angry with me, darling, if I fail to understand all your little whims and wishes all the time. Just remember that I'm dumb, I guess, like any foolish man. And my head stays sort of foggy, 'cause you're mine. Well, I recall the first time I flirted with you, dear, when I jokingly said, come and be my bride. Well, time has turned the pages. It's the sweetest joke on earth, for I have you here forever by my side. Don't be angry with me, darling, if I fail to understand all your little whims and wishes all the time. Just remember that I'm dumb, I guess, like any foolish man, and my head stays sort of foggy, 'cause you're mine. someday you're gonna hurt me. I've been hurt in love before. Only God can know, and time alone will tell. In the meantime, I'll keep loving you with all my heart and soul, and pray God that it can last if it's His will. Don't be angry with me, darling, if I fail to understand all your little whims and wishes all the time. Just remember that I'm dumb, I guess, like any foolish man, and my head stays sort of foggy 'cause you're mine. Don't be angry with me, darling, if I fail to understand all your little whims and wishes all the time. Just remember that I'm dumb, I guess, like any foolish man, and my head stays sort of foggy 'cause you're mine. Yes, my head stays sort of foggy 'cause you're mine. Thank you very much. Thank you all for coming out.